Hi, my name is Manic Pixie Dream Girl, and today I'm going to be demonstrating a few different features using Adobe Premiere CS6. I'm going to go over how to set up a project in Adobe Premiere. I'm going to go over how to import media, how to place media onto the timeline, how to edit the sequence using some of the various tools that you need to know how to use in Adobe Premiere, and also how to export the video as a .mov, or just export the video in various ways, because there's a lot of different ways to export it. So let's get started. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a video in Adobe Premiere Pro CS6. This is the welcome screen, but we're going to go to New Project, and it's going to be the one to the furthest left. So these scroll down menus at the top you don't really have to worry about right now. Make sure to check your location though to choose where it's going to be saved. So we're going to rename this document. It's going to be called Example. After you hit OK, it's going to bring up the next menu. The next menu is going to tell you, basically you're going to choose the format of what you filmed your clips on. I'm going to be using a DSLR 1080p 24 frames per second. Just hit OK next. Our timeline is our sequence. It's what shows our entire project from beginning to finish. You can scroll across it, and once you have all your clips on there, and you will be able to see everything. And then up on top right is the preview for the sequence preview. Up to the top left is the source clips that come in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import some media. So you're going to right click and you're going to scroll down to import. So I'm going to bring in pictures, music, and some videos as well. Another option you have is you can drag in the clips if you want. Okay, like let's say that we want to just do a small clip of this clip. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight, or we're going to come to the part that we want, and we're going to find the beginning, press I for end. And then we're going to find our end, and then we're going to push over out. So you can also zoom in and out, and you can do this by, there's like a scroll bar on the top bottom, and you can scroll left or right, and that will make it big or small. And it's really convenient too, because whenever you're looking or trying to match up sound, that's a good way to do it, because you can see the peaks in sound. If you want to drag only the video in, so you just go to this little button right here, and then you click it, and you can drag that over to your timeline, and that will drag the video only. Let's say you are editing the video and then you decide that you want to cut it early. So there's two ways to do this. You can either do Control K and that'll split it for you, or so another thing you can do is you can select it whenever you see the red arrow, and you can drag it into your marker, and that will just cut the video for you. So your marker is something that you can drag back and forth as well, to kind of view different parts of your sequence. You can also hit the space bar to start it and stop it as well, which is really convenient. You can also go back to the beginning of your sequence by pressing enter. So I'm going to select another clip. Do is you're going to find the part of the clip that you like. You're going to press I, space bar, let it play for until you reach the end. Select where you want the end to be, and then press O. And then you just take it and you drag it down into your sequence. So on your timeline, whenever you drag your new video over, whatever clip is on top, so basically you have your bottom one or your top one, whatever one is on top is the one that's going to show through on your project. So if you do want to put that clip in there, all you have to do is drag that video out, and then you can drag that video down. Then you just bring the clip right back in. Another thing that you can do if you do have a gap is you can right click, ripple, delete, and that will close the gap for you. So let's say if you're going to crop a video, you can take that crop and you can drag it over the clip that you want to do it to. Then you have the choice to like start tinkering with it. So if you bring a picture over into your timeline, it automatically defaults to 5 seconds, but you can change the amount of time by going to the far right and dragging. And once you get the red arrow, you can drag it left or right to choose how long you want it to be. So if you click this button, it's going to show you the thumbnails, and then if you click this button, it'll show you the details on the audio. Also know that you can move the audio around, and you can also separate the audio if you want to. If you right click and you click unlink, then you can move the audio into another area. You can also mute the sound from the left. You can choose to not have any sound for that video at all. So you can also go to audio gain, and that you can change your decibels. You can choose how loud or soft you want the sound to be. So if you overlay music and you still want some of that noise from the video coming through, you can just quiet it, or vice versa. So you can go to File, New, and then Title, or you can do Control T to put in a title. So if you ever use Illustrator or Photoshop, a lot of these tools will start to look familiar to you. Basically, you can set up, whatever you want for your title to be. You can choose your text, you can, choose where to place it, and it's just really convenient. So I'm just going to go ahead and title this Run. You can also change the font style. They have a lot of preloaded fonts, so it's kind of whatever you decide that you want to do. So you can also place it on your timeline in a specific area, and that can put text over your pictures or over your video. So, so if I drop it right here, then it's going to show over the picture. If you go to effects, they also have video transitions. So they have like a lot of different kinds, and you can click through and see which ones you want. But we're going to use dissolve for this one. So there's also dip to black, which basically fades it out to black, and then you can have your title. And if you use cross dissolve for something like between two videos, then it'll dissolve. And you can do this by basically dragging and dropping and straddling them between the two videos. You can also change the time of it too. So if you have an audio clip, it kind of works the same way as a video almost, but you can press I for in and then O for out. Grab your drag audio only, and then you just drag that down to your sequence. So if you want to do an audio transition, you can just go to effects and then audio transitions, and then you can go to constant power, which is basically a fade in and a fade out. And if you want to make the effect longer, all you have to do is click it and then you drag it, like you would do with anything else. So if you want to export this, if you're done with your video, then all you have to do is go to File, then you click Export, and then click Media. So there's a lot of presets in here to save. So you can scroll through here, and they have like Android tablet, Apple iPhone, Apple TV. They also have like a YouTube option and HD. So you can kind of find what suits your video. So I'm going to choose 1080p for YouTube. And then you just click export.